Well guys, we've made it to the end of 2020. What a crazy year it's been. A lot of channels around the end of the year like to put out a year recap, going over their plans for the new year and whatnot, and so I figured that this would be a great time to do the same. I want to talk about what happened this past year, what's going on now, and what I've got lined up for 2021. And maybe this will be fun to look back on 1 year from now and see what happened and what came true. First off, let's talk about what happened this past year with the channel. I cannot thank you guys enough for your support, and I truly mean that. Around this time last year, I had about 500 subscribers. Right now, we're at 3,600 and counting. Just saying that feels insane to me. If you told me at this time last year that you're going to be approaching 4,000 subs by the time the Super Bowl hits, I wouldn't have believed it. A year ago, a day where I hit 1,000 views would have been an amazing day. Now, we've been above 4,000 views practically every day since the start of football season. You guys have been amazing, and I hope you guys enjoy the history videos and the highlight videos and everything in between, because I've enjoyed making them for you. Right when the pandemic hit in March, I told myself that I was going to make daily uploads. Before, I was uploading whenever I felt like it, with a history video every Saturday, but a completely random schedule otherwise. I haven't taken a day off in 10 months, but I don't mind, because even though it's a lot of work, I love doing this. I love learning stuff about NFL history that I never knew before, and then I love sharing that knowledge off to you guys. And I'm so glad that I have an audience that seems to enjoy that. The biggest bump, as you might have expected, happened when I put together the Red Zone video in May, where I took 6 games from the 1 o'clock slate of games in week 2 of the 1988 season, and I put them together in a Red Zone type broadcast. That surpassed all my wildest expectations. I had no idea how that was going to turn out, but holy cow, that was amazing. Barstool and a few other websites picked up on it, including Pro Football Focus. Andrew Siciliano and Scott Hansen, both Red Zone hosts, were watching this. Tons of other NFL reporters were watching this. At one point, we had an audience of over 800 people watching at the same time. The NFL put out a full game premiere on their channel during the Red Zone broadcast, and we actually had more viewers at the same time than the NFL, which is nuts. It took weeks and weeks and months to put that together, a whole lot of planning, and the payoff was so worth it. And on top of that, we had tons of other videos take off as well. A video I did after that about Peyton Manning's signs being stolen somehow got over 140,000 views. I have no clue how that happened. We've had a few videos cross the 10,000 mark, a bunch of others cross the 5,000 mark, and I've had videos picked up by various media publications, including Barstool and Arizona Sports, and I've seen random people on Twitter posting my videos from time to time, which is just amazing. The support has been just amazing all the way around, and I really can't thank you guys enough for how much this channel has grown over the past year. As for what's happened outside of YouTube this past year, I officially launched my Patreon page, and the support there has also been amazing. Patreon is big for me because the NFL has really been cracking down on a lot of my videos lately with copyright claims. So there's a ton of videos on my channel where I'm not making a cent. Just as an example, at the time that I'm recording this, about a few hours ago, I got a claim on the 2006 Titans history video that I made last year. So right now, I'm not making any money off of that, and there's a whole bunch of other videos like that as well. So having people support me on Patreon is huge for that reason. And to all my patrons, I really cannot thank you guys enough for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. Patrons get shoutouts, early access to videos, and the ability to jump the line and get custom history videos. I have tons and tons of ideas for future videos because I'm always discovering brand new stuff. So patrons at a certain tier get to request a video, and I can put it out, which is really nice. I also launched a TikTok and a second channel called 60 Second NFL History, which is basically just my videos condensed down to 60 seconds. I'm going to be more active on that channel in 2021. I launched it a few months ago, and then a bunch of other stuff came out that left me with minimal time to work on the TikTok account and that channel, but that's going to change in 2021, and I'll talk more about my plans for the new year in just a bit. And finally, in terms of what happened in 2020, the big one, the most exciting one, the most fun one for me was we launched our live trivia game, which takes place every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern over on Twitch. That has been incredible. For those who don't know, we play some NFL trivia, and the winner gets 50% of whatever gets donated, and over the past few weeks, we've given away a fairly good chunk of money. This past week, our winner got somewhere in the ballpark of $40. And we're getting a player base that's growing, and that's pretty much doubled in size from just a month or two ago, so I'm really excited to see where this game goes in the future. That has been a lot of fun, and I've loved doing that. So this has been an amazing year for the channel, and with that, I want to talk about what's in store for 2021. One of the things that I'm not going to do here is set any goals that are out of my control. So I'm not going to be setting any view count goals or subscriber goals or anything like that, just because I don't want to stress about something that is pretty much out of my hands. I want to talk what's going to happen in 2021 that I can control and what my plans are for the next few months. The first thing is a question that I have gotten a lot. I will do a video in depth more when the time comes, but yes, the red zone will be coming back. I don't want to do it too much because I want to make it an event and I don't want to dilute the product. But sometime after the NFL draft during the dead zone or the off season, either in May or June depending on how the other sports schedule works out, we will be doing another red zone broadcast. I want to make it an annual thing. This one is going to be bigger and better, with enhanced graphics, a pregame show, I'm looking at about an hour-long pregame show, and basically everything you need. At some point in 2021, we will be doing another Retro Red Zone, and I will make an announcement video when the time comes, and when I'm done editing that and pick a date and whatnot. Number 2, around that same time, I'm looking at launching a merchandise store, probably on Teespring. Obviously, I'm not going to be selling any merch with my logo on it since that's the Jaguars font, but I have a bunch of logos on the channel and through the games we play on the live trivia show. It's still a ways away, I still have to fine tweak a few things. But if you want something with the One Touchdown Club logo or the Bad Beats Club logo, or if you play the NFL trivia game and you want a logo of one of the mini games like One Last Hurrah or The Year Is, or anything like that, that will be coming sometime down the line. I'll probably launch that on the day of the Red Zone like I did with the Patreon page last year, but keep an eye out on that if you like some of the logos and you want to get merch with it. That is coming soon. Number 3, I'm going to be premiering a schedule in the off-season. I wanted to dip my toes in a few new things during the regular season before going all out in the off-season, because in the off-season I can afford to take a few more chances. What I mean by that is I really like doing the Top Plays series, the One Touchdown Club series, and the Bad Beats Club series. For those who don't know, the Top Plays series, I look at the top 10 plays for a random week in NFL history. The One Touchdown Club, that's a series I started earlier this year, where I look at players that scored one touchdown and one touchdown only in NFL history. And the Bad Beats Club is like Scott Van Pelt's Bad Beats, except it's for a random week in NFL history. Once February rolls around and we're past the regular season and postseason, all 3 of those series are going to be coming back on a weekly basis. Bad Beats Club will be every Monday, Top Plays will be every Wednesday, and the One Touchdown Club will be every Friday. That should be good, and I'm really looking forward to getting those series back up and running. Number 4, as I said earlier, I'm going to be way more active on the second channel and on my TikTok in 2021. Nothing has changed there from a content standpoint. I'm just going to be posting regular there instead of my infrequent upload schedule that's on there right now. And number 5, I might be looking at doing some more Jaguars related things on here, or I might create another channel for that. As you guys know, I'm a diehard Jaguars fan, and I want to start talking a bit about the Jags. It's tough to do NFL history vids on the Jags since there hasn't been a whole lot of history, since they're a pretty young team. But I want to start talking the Jags draft and Jags games and whatnot, so that could be coming down the line. If you're interested in that, in a Jaguars related content area or channel, let me know down below and I'll see what I can do. And in terms of what I want out of 2021, I want to be in a position where I can do this full time. Right now I'm juggling this with a bunch of other things. This is a lot of work doing research and writing scripts and recording and editing and getting all the clips and whatnot, and I really, really love doing this. And if this is what I could do for a living, that would be unbelievable. If I could go full time, there would be more double upload days. We could probably do 2 nights of live trivia a week, and I could do some projects that I haven't been able to do yet simply because of time constraints. I want to do whatever it takes this year to take it to the next step, because I love doing this. I want to pass my knowledge and love for the game onto each and every one of you guys. So with all of that, I cannot thank you guys enough for the support on the channel over the past year. I can't quite say that I ever thought that I'd be doing YouTube daily, but it's been an amazing ride, and there's a lot about it that I have really, really loved. I love the community we've got. I love the knowledge you guys show me. I love how much we've grown and how much more we're going to grow in 2021. So with that, this is Jaguar 9 signing off. Stay safe, everyone, and have a happy and a healthy new year.